tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. Dateline, Lafayette, Indiana. A man who impregnated his, get this, his girlfriend's 12-year-old daughter. Said he had sex with the girl in retaliation for her mother's unfaithfulness, the prosecutor said. The judge sentenced Tavares Smith, 21, of Lafayette, to 14 years in prison after Smith pleaded guilty to felony child molesting. The girl's 33-year-old mother was convicted of neglect, obstruction of justice, and false informing. Her sentence was scheduled for June 21st in Tippecanoe County Superior Court. Deputy Prosecutor Laura Zeman said that the woman allowed Smith to move back in with her after she knew he had had repeated sex with the girl. Smith said he had sex with the child because her mother had been unfaithful to him, Zeman said. The victim is in foster care and her baby has been surrendered for adoption, Zeman said. Defense attorney Timothy Broden said he disagreed with Zeman's characterization that Smith blamed the victim. Judge Thomas Bush said he imposed the 14-year sentence because of Smith's apparent lack of remorse and a lengthy juvenile record that included charges of burglary and auto theft. The two adults in this story are complete losers, may I say. Both of them. Both of them. Now that is unbelievable retaliation. Amazing. Amazing. Mom had an affair, so the boyfriend goes and impregnates her 12-year-old daughter in retaliation. You know, you'd have to be pretty angry to do that in retaliation for something else. Retaliation has also, of course, been on our minds because it was in the news. We all know about the photographs of Iraqi prisoners being humiliated and tortured by American soldiers. We know that supposedly members of Al-Qaeda retaliated by cutting off the head of Nicholas Berg and putting out the video for everybody to see and then letting us all know they did it in retaliation. Sometimes we do really stupid things in retaliation. I mean, sometimes you just get livid, right? You just get so angry that you do some of the most outrageous things. Now, all the cute little stories putting sugar in somebody's gas tank, you know what? Let's leave those for another day. Or maybe not another day. I'm interested in the most outrageous acts of retaliation out there. I mean the big, bad retaliation that was either illegal or immoral or unethical, just head-spinningly unbelievable. So if somebody's ever done you wrong and you decided to retaliate in a very, very big... Dean's going to screen out the ones that are not very, very big. You retaliated in a very big way. I want to know about those.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
My roommate and I went to this bar, and we need a good-looking chick and an ugly chick. So to figure out who's going to get the ugly one, we do paper, rock, scissors. I lost. She said, you don't have to do this. So I said, well, you know, a bet's a bet.
Why would you make a bet like that?
When you drink, you do stupid things.
That's all I wanted to know.
The Tom Leykis Show on 97.1, the West Side's FM talk station.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. All right? Outrageous retaliation. Not just little girly girl things. I mean stuff that's over the top. You retaliated against someone you thought did something really, really horrible to you, and you had to top them. David on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, David.
Well, hopefully I can talk about this because I think the statute of limitations has probably run out. But when I was in college, I had a friend of mine. It was a girl, and of course now being a Leykis 101 student, I know that we don't have friends who are girls. But
of course not.
but she was a good friend of mine, and I had basically an acquaintance that decided to walk her home from the library one night and rape her. And I confronted him about it and said, this is a real serious problem. This is a friend of mine. You don't do that. And he started getting very belligerent with me, and he shoved me and started threatening me. I said, fine, you're going to pay dearly. So about a week or two later, I went down to the hardware store and got some liquid drain cleaner. And I got a syringe, and I filled a ping pong ball with drain cleaner. And then I taped over the whole of the ping pong ball with a little bit of duct tape. I opened up his gas tank, set the ping pong ball on the tank with the gas cap removed, slammed the little door and walked away. And about 30 minutes later, kaboom!
No, you blew up the car?
I blew up the car.
Oh my God! Did you see it?
No, it's really funny, and I probably shouldn't say what I was doing. But at the time of it, let's just say I was in a very, very busy public place where law enforcement were, so there was nothing on me.
And did the car blow up because he started it, or it just blew up on its own?
What happens is the drain cleaner eats through the ping pong ball, then it hits the gasoline, and it just explodes. Luckily, he only had about a quarter of a tank in the thing.
You were also lucky he didn't start the car.
Yes. Yes, and it was a Mustang.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was one of the worst things I did. And then the other thing I did to him about a month later was when he was doing his laundry, I dumped a bag of powdered concrete into the washing machine. So when he came back in 2 hours later, all that was there was a block of cement.
Boy, you are an angry guy.
Not anymore. I mean, we're talking, 20 years ago. I mean, but I was one of these people that, you mess with me and you'll pay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, David. Well, thank you, and I hope the statute of limitations has run out for your sake. Brad on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Brad.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
I had a girlfriend I found out was cheating on me once. So I was getting ready to start a new job, and I told her I had to have a bunch of medical tests done, physical and everything. So I told her I got my lab results back, and they told me I tested positive for HIV.
No.
Yeah.
How did she react to that?
She was a little freaked out.
Oh, yeah?
So I strung her on for probably about 3 weeks.
And what finally happened?
Well, I told her I had to go back and, get the test confirmed and everything. But I'm sure she was just freaking out for that entire time.
We've told this on the air before, so it's no secret. I know Dean's done this.
Yeah, that's what he just told me when I called in.
Yeah, to chicks who told him that they were pregnant with his baby.
Yeah. So...
You're pregnant? That's not a good idea. I just found out I'm HIV positive.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good revenge tactic.
Wow. I wonder how many people have done that.
I have no idea.
All right, Brad. Well, thank you for that.
Take me out, good old blow me up.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Is that over-the-top retaliation when you felt someone did you wrong? John on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Not much, John.
How's it going, man? Hey,
Good.
I'm finally getting in. Hey, check this out, man. I think I can top everybody. I was, back in the days, I was a youngster, 17 or so, back in the Bay Area. Remember those gold wheels? Those gold wheels, the wire wheels, man?
Yes.
Big craze back in the days?
Uh-huh.
Well, me and my partner were taking the wheels off this guy's car in this apartment complex. So this guy walks up, and this guy pulls up, and my partner I was taking the wheels with, he said, uh-oh, that's my neighbor right there. I'm like, dude, he didn't tell me that the guy that you knew, we're taking his wheels. He's like, uh-oh.
The guy walks out of the car, pulls a gun on us, and he sticks it in my face, and he goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And we were like, "Oh man, I thought I was dead right there, man." And we just froze, man. And I said, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" The guy, he says, he gets back in his car. He says, "Wait right here. I'm gonna take care of you guys." So I told my partner, "What are we gonna do? You live here. What are we gonna do?" He's like, "Hey, man, just go home out. I'll give you a call." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I went home, and he gave me a call. He said, "Hey, man, the guys came back, and they hit me, man. They hit me bad. There's 2 guys came back. They knocked on my door. I came out of the door because I didn't want my mom to hear, and they pistol whipped. And these are like big dope dealers up in Oakland, right?" And I was like, "Oh man, so what do you want me to do?" He's like, "Man, don't worry about it. It's cool." I said, "No way, man. You're my partner, man. I can't let you go out like that." So about 2 weeks later, man, I saw the car. It was parked somewhere else. It was nice, man. It was a cherry Caprice Classic. Gold Dayton's on it, man. I mean, cherry paint and everything. So I took a can of gas, man. I doused the car, man. And I blew that sucker to hell, man.
You didn't.
I did it. I did it, man. And you know what? I did that for my partner, man. I said I couldn't let him go out like that, man. So why don't you go ahead and blow me up like I blew up that Caprice?
Wait a minute. Before I let you go, did you get caught?
No, man. I didn't get caught. This is what? I was 17 at the time. Now I'm 34, man. I hope I'm not going to get busted for that.
Me too. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Dylan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, I got a story for you today.
Uh-huh.
Well, I had a girlfriend. Had a friend that had a girlfriend that lied and told him she was pregnant, trying to get him to marry her. I found out after stressing for a week or two that she'd been lying. So we decided to set her up and videotape her ass without her knowing.
And what did you catch her doing?
Well, we decided to do the full-on. My dad owned a video production company, so we invited her over to my house when my family was gone out of town. We set up a nice little romantic room in the basement. We hid me with the camera behind a little hole in the wall, and he got her to do all a bunch of sort of freaky things while we videotaped it.
Your dad did that?
No, I did that when my family was gone in our house.
Oh, so you videotaped her with you?
No, with my friend. We set her up.
Oh, okay. That wasn't clear. Okay.
She has no idea that we ever taped her. He made her do freaky things, bark like a dog. Oh, we got it all on film.
Really?
And then we made copies with all my dad's video production equipment and distributed all the video.
Wow! Did you post it on? Did you post it on a website or something?
To this day, I have no idea whether she ever even knew or found out.
Maybe you put it up on Kazaa or.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this was about 10 years ago when the internet was not ready for prime time.
Oh, still time.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you still have that tape?
I did not keep a copy. My friend did, and unfortunately, he died a few years ago, and I tried to get a hold of his belongings.
He didn't remember you in his will for that tape? Come on.
Well, what's funny is I hope his parents didn't find the tape when they went through all his boxes. They're going to have a rude awakening when seeing their son make a girl do bad things. It was great. I mean, he'd turn around and he'd make faces to the camera.
And who'd you show the tape to?
Oh, we went straight over to all our friends. They were having a party at the house, and we just ran in the door and said, "Guys, you got to check this out."
Wow.
And we all just got in a room, and I tell you, that tape made me and my friend legends in that town for years. I'd meet people and say, "Oh, my God, I saw that video." Oh, yeah, it was classic. It's one of the most proud moments of my life.
I can tell.
Oh, getting that girl back. I mean, my friend could not sleep for a week or two after that. and just find out she was totally lying.
Dylan, thank you for that. 1-800-5800-TOM. Justin on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom. What's happening?
It's doing a radio show here, Justin.
Yeah, I'm actually from Long Island, so it's good to listen to you out here. So I'm in L.A., too. I love it out here, by the way.
But how long have you been living in L.A., Justin?
2.5 years.
Okay, lesson 1.
What's that?
When you're here more than 2 weeks,
yeah,
you have to stop calling it out here.
Out here,
It's just here.
Yeah, but I'll never be from here. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, no. You know what? I mean, all you need is a pager number, a cell phone number, a post office box, and you're a local. That's how it works.
But they're different, Tom. They're just different people out here, so I can't say that.
But now you're here.
But they're different. They're just different people. They do things differently. When the light turns green, they don't go. On the East Coast, people go, you know?
They run you over.
Yeah.
That's nothing to be proud of.
And when you go in the street, like people, you got to watch out for cars. Here, they don't even look for cars. They just think it's like a playground or something.
Well, that's because the pedestrian has the right of way here, and the cops enforce that.
I know. So anyway, that's not why I called, though. But I called because I got a story that tops everything, man.
Okay.
My best friend growing up, he used to go into my mom's underwear drawer and, like, take out her bras, and because, you know, she's, like, full-breasted. And he used to, like, take out her bras and, like, put on his head. Like, dude, what are you doing, you know? And so I always told him I'm going to get him back for that because, you know, that's pretty unforgivable. Anyway, I had a crush on his sister, and she ultimately got married. But she got separated when I was, like, in my mid-20s. And she, I ended up hooking up with her, and it was like at his apartment. And so I came downstairs, he came down in the morning, and I was like, hey, you know, what's up, Don? How you doing? You make some breakfast and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I got to surprise you. And I let him smell, can I say my fingers? I let him smell my fingers.
Well, finger is legal, I think, still.
And I said, you know what that is, right? And he's like, no, what? I'm like, that's your sister.
Unbelievable. Smell my finger. That's your sister.
Exactly. And I'm like, you know why I did that? Because of the damn bras that you went in my mom's drawers 12 years ago. That's why.
Wow, and you were still pissed off about it.
Well, I told him I'd get him back.
All right, thank you for that. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. What have you done in retaliation for something that somebody did to you? I'm talking about the over-the-top stuff. The over-the-top stuff. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
All right, Mike.
Okay, I'm going to disguise my voice, if possible. Anyway, I had a guy down the street from where I used to live, kind of seduced he was a friend of mine, and he, in turn, seduced my wife, and just the way he did it really pissed me off. So, one day after work, I'm a contractor, and so I swung by a Home Depot and picked up 10 of the day workers. This was actually in the morning. Took them by his house, told them they didn't know what the hell I was saying anyway, but said that I wanted to restucco the house. And, about 8 of them started ripping the stucco off his house. And, if that wasn't enough, I had 2 more of them. I told them to rip up the grass.
Talk about an extreme makeover from Los Angeles. At 1-800-5800-TOM. All right, somebody did something to you. Hurt your feelings, made you angry, whatever. And you didn't just retaliate, you power retaliated. You went over the top and retaliated. Outrageous retaliation. Ray on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
All right, Ray.
Back in about 86, a guy raped my girlfriend at a party. And I know it was rape. She came down bloody. I went upstairs to go whoop this guy, and he was already gone. A few days later, I tried to get him, and a few days later, his grandmother died. So about 3 days after the actual funeral, me and 4 of my buddies went out there and dug her up and stuck her on his front lawn.
What?
Yes. Yes, we stuck her on his front lawn, opened up the casket and put a shovel up underneath her head, tried to prop her up, but it didn't work too well.
Holy cow, did anybody see this?
Just me and my 4 buddies, and then when the family came outside, they all hit the ground screaming and crying. We watched from a cornfield.
And you never got caught?
No, never.
Wow.
Never got caught. There was strong suspicion, brought in for questioning, but never actually got caught.
Unbelievable. That is outrageous.
Well, I had a troubled childhood.
I guess, well, I wouldn't want to piss you off.
No, it wasn't that bad. Well, that's all I got.
All right, Ray.
Blow me up, Tom.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. John on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, John. How you doing?
All right, John.
Well, first-time caller, long-time listener. I love your show, and I've got a lot of good advice from you, and I just had to call in.
Cool.
Actually, I had a girlfriend of 3 years who I just caught cheating on me recently, and she had been working on her own porn site, which nobody really knew about. So actually what I wound up doing is once I found out that she was cheating, I actually wound up sending some of the photos to her parents.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
It made me feel so good because, I was getting ready to dedicate my life to this girl and, help her with her, career and things that she was doing. And, when she did this to me, it hurt me worse than anything. And so I had to get some sort of sweet revenge.
And what were these pictures? What did her parents see?
Well, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. She's in her birthday suit, and there is, nothing left for the imagination.
And was she doing horrendous things, or just...
No, most of them were just naked. Some were her playing with self and toys and things like that, but nothing extreme. But it was enough to get my revenge.
And did her parents respond, or did you ever know that they saw the pictures?
I don't know if they ever saw, but I would imagine they did because she called me up about a week after I sent them, asked me how I could do that to her, and, it's like, well, how could you do this to me?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, when I have over 4,000 of her, I had to do something.
Well, you never know. You could have a great website out of that.
Actually, that's what I'm considering it.
Look at you. Is she hot anyway?
She's cute. She is. She's not drop dead gorgeous, but she's cute.
Hey, if it's free porno, people will look at it.
That's right. Tom, I appreciate it, and like I said, I love your show. I listen to it every night coming home from work, and I can't ask for a better guy to listen to.
John, thank you for that. This is James on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
Not much. Just the ratings, James.
Great. Good to hear from you.
Did I call you?
No, I called you.
I'm just checking.
When I was about 18, I moved out on my own, got my own place, signed a contract. Didn't know at the end of the contract I needed to give the apartment complex a 20-day notice, so they hit me with $700 charge. So, about 3 months later, I came back and burned down the clubhouse.
Burned it down?
Burned it to the ground.
Come on. How'd you do it?
With cocktails. Flaming cocktails.
Molotov cocktails?
Yep. Well, when you take the piece of cloth and you stick it in the vodka bottle and you throw it and it spreads real good.
That's a Molotov cocktail.
That's right. That's how we did it.
And weren't you like a suspect at that point? Because
no. I went peacefully. I said, okay,
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Okay, here's your money. See you later. Waited about 3 months and just did it, and it was over with, and that was all. Saw it on the news later that night.
It was on the news and everything, and they have no idea who did it. They didn't know it was you.
Didn't know it was me. Never came knocking to my door. I moved to a whole different city.
Wow.
So that was my revenge.
Sound like you were pissed.
Oh, I was very pissed. I was 18. That's $700, man. That's a lot of scratch.
No doubt about it. Bruce on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, I got one for you.
Yeah.
This little spin from what you have taught me. I caught my wife cheating on me, so I went to her house. I packed up all my stuff, and I found some of her favorite bedroom plate toys, and I soaked them in Tabasco sauce. I never did tell her about it. That's one of those revenges, those sweet revenge that you wish you could be there for the reply of it, but oh well.
Yeah.
I know she got hers.
My God. Where'd you dip her toothbrush? Did you think about that?
I thought I was just getting her back because she cheated on me with her play toys.
Got it. Bruce, thank you for that.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
I don't think you're anything like your air personality.
Maybe this is just a small slice of the whole pie.
Good or bad?
I guess I have to leave that up to the rest of humanity to decide.
The Tom Leykis Show on 97.1, the South Bay's FM talk station. 797 at Video and Audio Center. Call 310-451-6200. 97.1.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. All right. Somebody did something to you, and you retaliated in a big way. Tony on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How's it going, Tommy?
Doing okay, Tony.
One time, I had a feeling this girl was cheating on me, but I went over to her house and I saw this truck out in front that I didn't recognize, so I'm knocking on the door, because we had broken up and I wanted to pick up some of my stuff. So I heard some movement inside, but I'm like, she ain't gonna answer the door, so I stuck the garden hose through the mailbox in the door.
Oh, wait a minute, you'd broken up with her.
No.
What exactly were you retaliating for here?
No, well, I had feelings that she was cheating on me, and I just wanted to pick up my stuff. I mean, this doesn't hold a candle to putting the grandma in the yard, but, I got him to answer the door after I put the garden hose through the mailbox.
That got them to answer the door.
Huh?
That got her and the guy to answer the door.
Oh, see, I kept knocking, nobody answered, so I stuck the garden hose through the mailbox
right.
in the door, turned that thing on full blast, and they came to the door, so I got my stuff. I just wanted to get the rest of the things that I had over her house.
And did the guy who was banging her, did he come out and try to beat the crap out of you or anything?
No. Actually, that's the funny thing. This guy probably had a couple inches on me. He was an Indian guy. But I went in the house.
Probably had a couple inches on her.
But I went to the refrigerator, and this guy had
he was taller.
A whole refrigerator full of beer, so I just started chugging his beer. And, I'm like, I hope you realize we're probably not the only ones she's been porking, So we got whatever the hell. It wasn't like a pretty situation.
I can tell.
It's like...
I'm feeling she wasn't a pretty situation either.
Yeah, you say that you call people retard and they're not special?
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Jim on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's happening, Tom?
Not much, Jim.
Yeah, dude, I was messing around with this girl. First of all, I follow Langus one-on-one, right?
Good.
I pull your move into the bar with the, just sitting back in the corner, let them come up to you. And, man, this gorgeous girl comes up and starts talking to me, whatever. And, so I end up messing around with her, and we're dating for a couple months. And, so then I go off to vacation to the Bahamas for like a week, right? And when I get back, first person who calls me is one of my friends, and he says, "Hey man, your girl was trying to bang me when you were on vacation." So I said, "You know what, man? Go ahead and do your business." So I didn't call her. I just let him go ahead and do that. And then I gave her a call like after a day or two, and so I went out with her. We had some drinks, and I got her smashed, just taking shots all night long. Got her back to my place, did the deed. And as soon as she passed out, Tom, I went and got the clippers and shaved her head completely bald like Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, boy.
It was great.
Wow. Remember Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, that was like your mother's favorite performer.
Hey, Tom, take me out with the African tribal song.
All right, Jim. Here you go. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. It's Paul on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, Paul.
That a guy came over with a friend of mine to a party, and the guy stole some stuff from my place. Well, I happened to find it at his house at a party he had. Waited for the guy to go on vacation, and when he left, I went around one night, drilled a hole in his roof, stuck the garden hose in it, and let it run for about a week.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And how long did it take for him to figure out? It took a week?
Oh, he was on vacation. This dude went to Florida.
I know he was on vacation. I didn't know it was for that long. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he's gone for a week. As soon as I knew he was going, waited till he left, went over there that night, zipped a hole in his roof, plugged his garden hose into it, man, turned it on and walked away.
And did anybody know you did this?
Well, the police didn't, and I guess that's the main thing.
I guess so.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, take me out Kobe style.
Here you go, Paul.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
That bitch still win Miss USA. She should be slapped in the face.
All right, Dad. Listen, boys, you can't say the F word on the radio. It's not my rule. I use the F word every hour of every day, except the hours I'm on the radio. Then I only use it during commercial breaks.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. And we are here trying to find out about times you retaliated against people in a big way because they did something that you perceived to be very, very bad. You really, really, really reacted. Jasmine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. I have a great story for you.
Uh-huh.
Well, it was during my high school years, and I was a junior, and there was a girl that had embarrassed me, which was a senior. And I had a friend of mine that was in the leadership class, so what I got her to do was, during their prom, I got her to play a videotape of the girl having sex with 3 other guys, and apparently the girl didn't even know that the tape existed till that day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was sweet revenge.
Wow, and you got this tape where?
I got it through a mutual friend that had videotaped it. He told me about the tape, so I told one of my friends to play it in the projector while prom was going on.
And what did she do when she saw that?
Well, I wasn't there because it wasn't my prom, but from what they tell me, she just ran out crying. She just left and never got in contact with anybody else from the school because she was so humiliated.
Did you hold on to a copy of the tape?
No, I did not. There was only one copy.
Oh, boy. See, now you can put it up on the internet and everything.
I know, that would have been nice.
I know.
That would have been even better.
Look at that. See that? See, I like to play evil tricks on people. When I was a kid, I still think about them. Even now.
Any tricks that you'd like to share?
Oh, no. I'll get sued. Jasmine, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Cheryl on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Cheryl.
How are you?
Do you care?
I totally care.
I'm doing great.
Okay, I got a killer story for you. You don't have enough ladies on tonight. About 10 years ago, I was living with a gentleman, if we can call him that, and found out he was cheating on me. And I was paying most of his bills, which was a dumb thing to do.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. So one morning, real early before he woke up, got out my nail glue, and I glued his pee-pee to his leg.
No!
Oh, baby. And about a half an hour later, he woke up with a... But I was already downstairs having coffee, and he was totally freaked out. He thought something was really, really wrong.
Did you use, what, crazy glue?
Yeah, like crazy glue, nail glue. It's awesome.
Oh, my God. So, how did this end up?
Pardon me?
How did this end up?
Well, he started screaming and freaking out, and I was laughing so hard I almost wet myself, and I just yelled upstairs, a couple dirty words and said, just get in the shower, it'll come off.
Oh, my.
He never messed with me again.
I'll bet he didn't. Dave on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hi, Dave.
Hey, I got a good one for you. At the end of my divorce, the judge or the commissioner had awarded my ex-wife the house, or actually the property. And out in the hallway, she had mentioned that her and her boyfriend, who she was screwing around with for 4 years, was going to move into it. Well, I asked my attorney if she's awarded the property, what about the house? And he didn't say anything. So I went down to the county and got a demolition permit and tore the house down.
How did she react to that?
It was pretty interesting because the 30 days that I had to leave the house, she had a real estate agent come out and list the house, and it was house and property was $280,000, and the property alone was only worth $20,000.
I love it. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.